Hello everyone, as you can see here the gaming laptop from Lenovo. This is Lenovo ThinkPad Y700. Quite heavy because a lot of components inside and heavy duty. And before we get to the description, I will show you. First, when I open up, the customer brought it to me. They told me many problems they are facing right now. He used this one for editing videos and stuff. So obviously the GPU take a lot of pressures, And what happened is it does work, sometimes get freezes and then keyboard stop working. When he restarted, boot logo and then stuck. So if you press F1, F2, then it goes back to normal, Then it does work again, it freezes. Sometimes also screen on the right hand side, it shows little bit of flicking, But when you connect any HDMI cable to the external monitor, it doesn't show any reflection. So I could say the GPU is still fine. Okay, to solve this problem, I believe this machine need a kind of servicing. If you can see the physical appearance, it looks like quite dirty, a lot of dust inside because obviously the fan does spin a lot, So I'm focusing, I need to check inside. So what are you going to do today in this video? We'll open it up. I will show you how to open it, the back cover, and then get access to the processor, check, observe the fan and processor and check if the thermal paste already dried out, if the fan is blockage and stuff like that. Okay, so let's start. First, close it, and then as you can see there are a lot of screws here. So we're going to start by taking out all the screws. Okay, I already opened 3 of them. And open it like that, very careful. Okay, and then spudgery. Okay, don't be surprised if you see a lot of dust because this machine, as you can see, the filter is quite like kind of frosted white color, but this is actually black. So if you see anything like kind of milky white color, then definitely dust in there. Okay, so let's open it and discover what is in there. Fine. Other side. For any repair, any disassembling, make sure you give it a time and try it slowly if you never been experienced the same model before. Okay, so now we're going to open the hinges bit, the ventilation first. We'll pull it out from the back side to the front. As you can see, it will come out nicely. Yeah. Okay, so look at that. Okay, this is the back plate and that is the actual filter. Okay, and this is the one, the PCs suck all the cool air from this side and spin it, mix up with the temperature heat, and then blows out in that way. So this part is quite nice, it's okay, but this is extremely bad. Okay, now this is one of them gone. Let's see the motherboard. Okay, we're gonna give it a clean anyway. So if you look at it, you can see how dirty it is. Okay, so that's the actual reason why gaming PC or laptop dies quickly. Okay, it's quite old, from 2016, but still it does hold a heavy performance. Okay, so what are you going to do now? Let's start it. Okay, we're going to close it back, give it a clean. So I got the Hoover vacuum cleaner. The fan is almost clean. There is nothing else to do. Alright, so both of the fan already clean. We're going to leave it on the side. Now this backplate. Now that is, we cleaned it. We need to double check the heatsink. The problem is because of we used this one for so many years, might be the thermal paste is completely dried out. We need to double check. So this heatsink secure with 3 and 3 6 screws. So let's open it up gently. Okay, the thermal paste looks like a little bit dried out. What are you going to do? We're going to clean it. As you can see, the dust went through all these places. Okay, now we can clean this up and reapply it. Thermal paste, that's more than enough for this. Obviously the radiator we must need to clean. Absolutely fine. Check the screw hole before you put it in. Good. Properly. Let's put it back. Thepcphone. It's kind of disinfectant, not too strong one. See, dust. You know, microfiber cloth is much better. You're gonna see how much dust will come out. Because tissue is sometimes left over all the, you know, white particles. That's why I always prefer microfiber cloth. As you can see, this one became so dusty. Let's repeat it. Kind of disinfectant, sanitizer. This is very important in this pandemic. Because honestly, gaming PC means a strong PC, the heavy duty one. It's example, if I give you an example, you know, normally the car or luxury car, the big engine always burns like a lot of petrol or fuel or gas, whatever you say. So, you know, the laptop also similar to that. Strong PC means you runs more, you know, does the heavy job, also get too much temperature in there, it produces a lot of heat. So obviously you need the clean environment for the fan, otherwise the fan gets stuck time to time, you know. As you can see, the PC looks much better than before. Okay, it does not matter if you leave the outside dirty, but inside must need to be clean all the time, otherwise the fan and heatsink get blocked, you know. So let's turn it on and check the temperature a little bit. Everything is right. So now I'm going to turn this on again. Okay. Everything's clean. It's like new. So now we are installing the core temp. Core temp is a piece of software, you know. This one monitor all the temperature for the processor and motherboard. Okay, now a lot of people did ask me what is the like kind of friendly temperature for any gaming PCs. I would say, you know, every single person, their opinion are different, but from my experience, last 15 years I did work with all these PCs and stuff. So from my experience, I found anything between 35 to 50 degree on average, when you don't put too much load in the machine, up to 50 or 55 degrees Celsius is fine. But now, you know, you need to understand, because the processor, all of them not from same generation, okay, the structure and the way they made it is totally different. Example, AMD and Intel always had issue before. Intel always fine with the temperature, doesn't get too hot. But if you think about AMD, like ethanol and all those processor, you know, I'm talking about 2010 to 2015 or 16, before the AMD Ryzen came out, all the processor used to get too much, you know, hot easily. Okay, but right now in 2020, I would say, you know, any gaming PC, if it goes up to 50 is fine. But when you do video editing and stuff, when you play games, obviously your expectation should be a little bit upper than that. So it's gonna go up to 70 degrees Celsius. Okay, if it goes 70, that's fine. More than 70 to 80, that is really, you know, this is a hard point, you know. So as you can see here, it shows max now 43 degree. Let's make it a little bit bigger if possible. Okay, we're gonna do refresh. All right, as you can see, all of them less than 50 degrees Celsius. The load is not too much, but if you do even heavy load, let's run the antivirus and see. Or many others application, just to see how it does work and stuff like that. You can see after clean up our PC, that's the temperature always stays around here. Okay, before it used to make a lot of huge sound, you know, but now everything is absolutely fine. Okay, so if you do have any gaming laptop, does not matter, has to be from Lenovo or if other brand, you can follow the same procedure. Very careful when you clean the thermal paste, when you rub the microchip, need to be careful, because, you know, a lot of small component next to the main core. Okay, so it's easy to get damage, and don't apply too much heat. You've seen that I used a hair dryer to dry it when I used the PCB cleaner. I did not apply any heat, I just blow the air just to get it dry quickly. Okay, and obviously you need to focus in between the fan and the radiator from the heat sink, because those part, they attract all the dust and stuff. It's very easy to get trapped in there, which one could make a blockage like my monsters, and obviously the air would be blocked and the PC will die quickly. Okay, but if you know any better idea, make sure you leave it in the comment section. And if you do have any question regarding this model, gaming PCs, especially the Lenovo, please leave it in the comment. I will try my best to reply as soon as possible, and hope see you again in the next video. Bye for now. Thank you.